Alright, hey guys, Kim Wrestling here. So, I figured, I knew this day was coming for the 1 year anniversary or something, and I did do want a video talking about it, and that's what this video is going to be. Is we're going to have the vlog footage from the AMS race 1 year ago playing, because all the stuff was going around 1 year ago when this race happened. So, I think most people on the channel that came back, they know about like all how what my channel was whenever they joined within the last year or two, which it was the BMR and the Boss Motion Racing Network. And on this day 1 year ago was actually the death day of the BMRN actually. So yeah, it was just a lot of stuff that went on, and that's what this video is going to be talking about. And I just want to kind of talk about it again, just kind of go over, I guess, the history of the league here. And of course, there was a whole video I did, I think, when this channel restarted. I believe I mentioned it. I never actually watched the video, so I'm not sure. But, yeah, I figured it would just be a nice little fun video today to kind of just go back over, although not really a fun video to talk about because of just all the stuff with this channel, and it's just stuff that really hurt, like me wanting to do YouTube. And fortunately, I was able to convince myself to really come back and have fun with all the people that are on this channel. And that's kind of what I tried doing last year as well. But there was just a few things I think that were just keeping the channel from being the fun I wanted it to be. And fortunately now, though, it's all kind of swapped around to where I can't have that fun again. So really, where can I start with the bmrn era stuff with everything? So the bmrn era did start back in 2017 mainly, and that's not really going to be the biggest part to talk about here with it starting in 2017. But yeah, the BMR era did start, of course, 2017, and there was actually a lot of changes too. I just realized as well today that kind of went with the first champion BMR era. So I did do a chase format back then in the BMRN. However, of course, with all the changes and stuff, I was like, yeah, we can't have the chase format in history anymore. So kind of go back and redo all the points for every series, even before the BMRN. And it did actually change up, mainly the NOS Energy Champions. I didn't really include all the Gen 4 seasons, mostly because the drivers were, it was mainly because it was like the mixture of like the Cup guys and series regular style guys, like what NASCAR does with the Xfinity series mostly, and the Truck series sometimes, where you have like a Cup guy go in and race along with the lower tier guys there. But however, the first season was counted in there for Gen 4 in that season. But yeah, so like all the points were basically redone, and it basically showed that Caleb Campbell was very dominant. Even basically, Caleb was destroyed by the championships were taken away by the chase format, just like Kevin Harvick's real life titles, I guess, with the playoffs. But yeah, it was definitely really interesting though to kind of just redo all of the points for the series there. And yeah, I mean, Caleb Campbell was basically very dominant in the first ever NOS Energy Cup Series season, which wasn't BMR era. And the series names were different, but I changed them for whenever I get all the stats finally put back together to how they should be. Caleb will be the Season 1 Season 2 champion, and I believe Grant Hoover should be the Season 3 champion now. Based off of him winning the most races, he'll probably have the most points of everyone. Season 4 would go to Caleb Campbell again. Season 5, the last NOS Energy season, would go to Grant Hoover. The first Shane's Cup Series season, which was ran in 2020, is still the Elizabeth Boutel's only career championship. And just last year on this day was actually the ending of the Shane's Cup Series Season 2, which is really cut about 6 races short, but I still stemmed those last 6 races because I wanted those races to be counted in the season. Caleb Campbell had a 9-win season. He was without a doubt the best driver in that season. I believe he locked up the regular season title like a race or two in advance, which actually never happened in league history. So yeah, Caleb Campbell definitely very dominant in the BMR era. And I mean, right now the new era with the CRL, we haven't really seen Caleb be all the way dominant. I mean, this is really the era where all the newer drivers coming through. But of course, BMR era was dominated by Caleb Campbell. But there were some other names too that are really not on the win list anymore that were also pretty prominent during that time. Left Turn Productions, which was Brendan Wilmington. I still don't think that's his full-on real name. He used a YouTube channel name and a fake name before he turned 18, and basically it messed up. He was going to be on the win list, but I realized, it's not good to have a guy with who used a fake name for a couple years being the win list. So he lost all of his 13 wins that he had in the league. Well, he would have probably had 12 actually. Whenever I redid the wins basically for the league. But yeah, Brendan Wilmington, he was really the only really other prominent YouTube channel on my channel at the time. Then Brendan Creason came in. Creason hasn't really had an amazing career. He's had some good moments, but just hasn't really been up there as a main contender. Shane Winslow was another big one. Shane, yeah, he was a But I just don't know how to explain how Shane was. But yeah, he wasn't really a great person. Then LJ Toledo, who acted like a great person at first, but then of course when you get to know him, you see the personality he has, and it's like, I don't know if you want that person around. And yeah, basically LJ Toledo got outed last year in August. I can't wait for the 1 year anniversary of all that announcement stuff coming out, because I made a post just showing how much he was threatening, like, to do bad stuff to me if I was at Talladega, or, well, he doesn't go, I don't think it went to the Atlanta races, but yeah, just all that stuff. It was just like, it's not good to have a person like this on the internet, especially someone who's trying to get big into NASCAR as well, like me. But yeah, it was just not really good on it's not good for LG to do that stuff. And I don't know what he's doing right now, but I'm pretty sure he's probably getting his way into something and just messing that up now. Like the league was messed up when it tried to restart itself. Because what I did last year is I now saying that I will no longer really be including certain people outside of the league. I'd only be including people on YouTube only, which was another big mistake, because usually when people sign up on YouTube, they don't even watch the races. And what happened with the series I tried doing too, it was actually the Shane's Cup Series season that Jake Hoover won the championship in. I just redid the championship kind of after the first race, basically, off of YouTube, mostly on Facebook, I think is where it was posted. And yeah, Jake Hoover did win that championship. That's actually Jake's most recent career championship in the league history. But basically what I tried to do was just do the signups on YouTube only. And I really want to let Bracy put Carly in, because she wasn't able to comment on YouTube. Everyone else, they kind of had to comment on the video to get in, because I was very strict about it. Just because I wanted the drivers that actually wanted to compete, but it just seemed like even with doing that, I still didn't get it. I mean, I tried as well with the Star CRL era a little bit, those series that were on YouTube, the COS series and Gen 4 series, those really didn't work out either well last year, and they kind of got moved off of YouTube and not being shown. I mean, the last Shane's Cup Series season I fully did actually 16 races. It was not even on YouTube at all. I mean, I had fun doing the season. I just added in. I'm sorry, I have hiccups too while doing this part, but yeah, I just added all the drivers in that I wanted, and I mean, it was a fun season. Kel Campbell did basically edge out, I think it was Jace Turner in the championship there, and coincidentally, Jace is currently leading the 2022 standings, actually, and he has a good shot with 1 month left over there. But yeah, it was just like all the changes I tried doing that didn't work out. I mean, the CCRL is what it was supposed to be, but now it changed back to the CRL, because yeah, CCRL was not working at all with the league stuff here. But yeah, all the drivers, and the reason why I always say mainly too, like Shane Winslow left out because he wasn't really around a lot. I mean, he was a bit of a jerk, and he got kicked out in 2019 after Chase Elliott's first career win at Watkins Glen, I believe, is when he got himself kicked out. No, that was 2019. No, so Chase Elliott's second win at Watkins Glen. I remember that day, because I was just like posting normal videos to YouTube, and they got disliked for no reason. I was like, I know Shane Winslow for a fact is doing this here. Then, funny enough, I had Haley Deegan actually wreck him in a dirt race in that same time when he was doing that stuff. Then you have Brendan Wilmington left out because it was just some of the political stuff. I just went off on Discord about some of the stuff, and I knowing where he's from and stuff, they really don't support like what I support, and I'm not gonna go all in the YouTube. YouTube's not a place to talk about that stuff, but basically, yeah, he kind of left out over that. Plus, I mean, he was gonna retire anyway, but then he left out over that, and then I think it was just a joke. Yeah, it was a joke I did. I mean, Brady C could probably tell you all about it, because he won the race that I jokingly took the win away from. Then they're like, oh, we can't be in the league if you're going to do this. And, I mean, heck, the wins are back in Ring State. I mean, all of his stuff was removed because he used a fake name, basically. But, yeah, he's no longer around channel. Then, LG Toledo, yeah, all stuff I mentioned that happened back in August there. And, I mean, now we have what the league is right now here, 1 year later, and that's really the bright spot what I'm seeing with all this stuff here. I mean, I was also thinking about, too, today, like Jet Skeeto and his career so far. I think Jet could have, because I was just thinking about, like, man, what if some of these drivers that are in started earlier? Like, I know Jet Skeeto and Megan Graves could have started early. Megan about a year earlier. I think I could have brought Jet in, like, in 2018 or 2019 instead of doing Sarah Cox in the field. Jet could have had more championships, probably beat out Grant Hoover, and, no, I don't think he would beat out Grant Hoover in Austin Energy Cup Series season. But, yeah, definitely just, like, getting those drivers in that actually do want to compete in the league. I mean, I know we have, like, what, Brady C on the YouTube side, Cam Spinner and Connor Jacklin, they're mainly on YouTube. I know Brent Crease is around. I know William Donut shows up too. Heck, William Donut almost had an upset win, but he doesn't comment a lot on the videos. Mainly people would really only comment whenever like they win races, which is a little off throwing whenever you're on the series, but you're not commenting unless you win, I guess. But yeah, basically yeah, those drivers, and of course I brought in Jet Skeeto. Jace Turner I brought in just last year as well, and I mean JC was kind of started competing around. all this controversy happening, but he didn't really get to show how good he was till kind of the end of last year. Now this year, everyone's really seeing how good he is, and Will Bounds is the same answer right now as well, I would say, for just showing how good he is right now. And I mean, they're a bunch of the younger drivers in the field, and I do think as well I'll probably get like Jace's younger brother in the like 2 years the league's still around. There's another kid in my on my aunt's side of the family. Her now husband, I'll be at their wedding in September, but but basically my uncle, he has another son, and they have a nephew who's probably getting around to the age where he can race as well. But yeah, I know I have those people. Then don't know I'm bringing anyone else from work. Well, there's one other female driver I do want to try to bring in the future. I just wasn't sure about it yet. She was going to be in the truck series season, but I was like, nah, we'll wait till these next few seasons, because there was also a lot of contract extensions announced basically this morning over the last week too. Of course, that do go with how the league is, but man, the league right now is definitely doing very well right now. I'll just say all together right now, everything is going good. And I do feel like we'll see some first-time champions this year, too, with the Exalted Cup Series and the Wells Fargo Xfinity Series. Truck Series, not sure who the main contenders will be just yet. And the year-long format, heck, Jace Turner, if he can hang on for 6 more races, he will be the champion, definitely. He's 26 points, which is a little about a race over Jay Coover right now. Then I'm in third, but I'm a little bit far back. But yeah, this video really was just to kind of go over like what happened last year again. And I just really bring it up just so that way like people know what the history of the league was and stuff, and really just kind of go over the history and talk about it a little bit, because it's better to talk about it than just leave it buried in the ground, basically. Just go over the history and hope it doesn't happen again, basically. And yeah, that's basically all it is. So hopefully I am still working on the truck race. I have a job interview tomorrow, so I'll probably get back to work, and then of course college coming up. But yeah, I'm going to work on the style much races as much as I can throughout these times, and Inter 2003 racing, I'll work on that as well. Hopefully getting all that back through well right now. The next gen season is doing better than I expected. But yeah, thank you for watching, and this is Kill Camp Race League signing out, and I'll see y'all next time.